guys, Tom was asking me about how to build a race in the race director. Some of the races we do are a little bit more difficult. Some of them are pretty easy. So I'm going to go ahead and build one for the Pan-Can run next week, which is just a simple 5K. So the very first thing I'm going to do, this computer is a new computer, so it doesn't have any other races on it, but I'm going to go and do a new race. For this, I will do the Pan-Can Twilight 5K, figure out what the date's going to be, which should be August 10th. And I'm going to go over here to build race and tell it, yes, I want to set this race up. So if you see down here now, the name of the race is now Pan-Can Twilight 5K. So Tailor is how we build races. Update is the participants. You guys know how to do that when you're downloading participants, but Tailor is how we build races. So the first thing we do is go into options. This is the basic normal setup. You'll see race ID, the race date. For triathlon, we changed this age calculation to 12:31. Not too worried about the race start time in here because we're going to give it a gunshot. This, you can put as much info as you want. I typically just skip over this. Optional data, we don't really use anything for optional. That's a really special kind of race. Participant info, update, master, yes. Addresses, yes. None of this you're really going to change or mess with. I like the birth date for each participant. That way, if we do a age calculation thing, it works a little bit better. For some of our free 5Ks, we change this piece, predicted time pace, to time, and then that'll just tell all that kind of stuff. So all I'm doing is I'm working left to right on the bottom line. Participant info, automatically set up age, assign division based on bib number. All of these things are really super fancy things. USA Triathlon, that just gives me a nice report at the end. So finish line, most of our stuff is a non-wave start, meaning there's just one wave that goes off. So we're going to leave that alone. But this is where we would change it to age group or division or participant. Division I might use for another race later on. Results. Most races are going to be a single segment, meaning there's a start line and a finish line. If we have them going over a start mat and a finish mat, and it's the same mat, it's a common start finish. Otherwise, it's a separate start finish. If you're just doing a gunshot for some reason, like the start line needs to be 100 yards away and they don't want to pay for the extra mat, we click none, and then everybody would get a gunshot time. So common start finish, when I look at my timing locations, you see it's called start and finish. If I go to separate and timing locations, you'll see I have two different, so it's looking for two different fields. So I always do common start finish. Really don't mess with any of these things. Results, this is a lot of the team scoring stuff. This is what Tom and I used the other day. Overall place is pretty much what everybody uses. So now we go up to the second line, which will drag it down to the bottom. Chip scoring. We use chip scoring, and we use the MyLapse chip timing system. You'll see gunshot to finish chip, or start chip to finish chip, because we're trying to get everybody to cross over a start line, and start chip to finish chip. Calculate pace based on chip time or by gun time. Chip time is going to be always more accurate. But for big races like Salisbury Marathon, we score the top finishers by gun time. It means that they better be in the front if they want an accurate time. This one right here, chip in bib. You see some of the races, we have this odd thing where it might be bib 1, 2, 3, but it's chip 11, 23. If they match completely, we click this, chip in bib. No chip cross-reference needed, otherwise it's going to stay blank, and I'll show you where to load that file later. Partner setup, we use run signup, which is race director, RSU. We're going to pull that information. I haven't set this up, but on everybody else's computers, this is already set. And now I go to assign. And for this particular event, You see absolutely everything populates now, and it's the pan-can. So it automatically pulls stuff up, which is really, really nice. So these are now talking to each other. It's a push-pull. So race day scoring we leave alone. That's the new timing system. Men's system and system 2 we really don't mess with, except because, again, this is a brand new computer I'm using this on. I'm going to just put this stuff in, but you won't have to. It'll already be populated. Okay. So then we just close. It's automatically set everything as we're going along. So now I need to set up our divisions. So most of the time there's just one division. I went to Tailor and then divisions. It pulls this division setup. Most of the time there's just one. For this case, I'm just going to edit it and call it the 5K. We change the distance. The distance change will mean that the pacing and everything has changed. That is the right event. And now I click the run sign up. And it's automatically going to just pull everybody and put it in its own division. So see how it now has a number. I leave all this stuff alone when I click save. So age groups, this is where some of our clients can mess things up. If they want a particular age group or want to get rid of one, this is where we go. So it's under the division setup, and it's over here on the right, update to age groups, and you have to have a division selected for this. So I like to, this is a range of things, so we can say male starting at 20, it's a 10-year age group, and I want to set up 4 of them. And I say okay, and you see it automatically makes 19 and under, 20, 29, 30, 39, 40, 49, 50, 59, and 60 and over. So it set these 4 up, and then does an over and an under. So if all of a sudden they said, hey, we want a 14 and under, so 15 to 19, I'd go here in a single inset. I'd say male, they want it to be from 15 to 18 because they want 19 and over, or and now you'll see that it's populated in there. So it automatically changed this one to 14 and under. Cool thing is once you set up this first half, you go to copy age groups between genders from male to female. So you only have to do it once. Okay. If you happen to, they said, no, we don't want 50 to 59, we want 50 and over. You just click on that 60 and over, hit delete, and now you'll see it change it here. So single insert is just a particular age group. Range is doing this. You can do them all by single if you want. So the next thing that we get every once in a while are the top finishers. So this is like, hey, I want the top 3 people. This one's really important. I want the top 3 people, but I want them pulled from age groups also. So we go step 1. We want to say that we want to build it for a 5K, and then we have to add a band. So if I want everybody in it, it's from age 0. And I just say I want 3 males, 3 females. So what that'll do is it automatically pulls the top 3 males, top 3 females, and does not put them in age groups. If they change, let's say they said, oh crap, we only have 2 trophies for males and females, you can just go, you actually delete that band and just create a brand new band. Always remember to save. And you'll know you did it right if you close out and you come back to set top finishers and you see that band is still in there. Okay. All right, so yeah, save settings. Okay, so I've got a division, I've got a distance, I've got it linked to run sign up, I've got age groups in it, I've got finishers. So I'm ready to go. From here, I'm going to go into update and I'm going to pull my participants in. Remember, we click this import. and we find run sign up right there. I'm going to click import. This is absolutely everything. That's the right event, that's the right division. Click get registrations, which right now it's not going to give me any because I don't have bibs set up for it yet. But that's something that we do in run sign up. So that's a real basic down and dirty way to fix things if a race changes. So we're going under Taylor. Normally it's age group and stuff like that. So we would select that right division, update age groups, do whatever we need to there, or select top finishers, and we make our changes here. Okay. So that's a basic. We can go over teams, triathlon, all that kind of stuff a lot more later, but wanted to give you an idea. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Let me know if you have any questions.